What's going on, sports family? This is Micah checking in. And today what I want to talk to you all about was my personal bracket for the NBA 2019 playoffs, man. And right off the bat, first in the West, of course, the Warriors. 2, Denver. 3 is going to be OKC. 4, I'm going to give it to Portland. 5 to Houston. 6 to kind of got a little iffy right here, but I'm gonna go with Utah. Then 7, I'm gonna give it to the Spurs. 8, can't leave Brian out of there. So right off the bat, out of Brian and Golden State, you gotta give me Golden State. So I have Golden State advancing to the next round. Out of Portland and the Rockets, I'm not a believer in Portland, and I'm also not a believer in the Rockets, but I believe more in the Rockets than Portland. So I gotta go with the Rockets over them. Breaking down into the Thunder versus Jazz, I got the Thunder. PG's having a phenomenal season this year. Russ is playing good. The young core around him, Ferguson, he looks like he's finding his way. So I would like to see them with high stakes basketball on the line for sure. And I feel like they'll stand up to the task. And lastly, Denver versus the Spurs. I got Denver on that. Pop, you just need a few more pieces. You need a star over there. You just need a few more pieces. Denver, they're loaded right now. Bench is loaded. They kind of like Boston of the West for real. Going into the semifinals, I have Golden State beating the Rockets, and I have the Denver Nuggets knocking off the Thunder. And I know, they like, how can you do that? Paul George is having a phenomenal season. I'm just not a believer in them against Denver yet. They lost 2 times this season. They play again on the 26th, so we'll see from there. If they beat them these last 2 games that they have scheduled, that may change, and that we could probably have a whole different playoffs look for me. So out of Denver and Golden State, I got Golden State going to the finals again. I know, but you just gotta write them in there. Going into the East, you have the Bucks number 1, Toronto number 2. You have the Sixers number 3. I have the Pacers dropping down to the 5 spot, and I'm giving that 4 to Boston just because I don't feel like they're gonna be able to sustain that 3. While Oladipo is gone for this long period of time, well, for the season. So I have them dropping down, but they're still going to be in the playoffs for sure. Then I have the Knicks going 6, the Charlotte 7, and I have the Pistons at 8. And I know I'm just happy to see them in there. So let me just go ahead and get them out of here. Bucks versus Pistons. I shouldn't even have to talk about it. You know what Giannis is going to do. D-Town, it was good to see y'all back in the playoffs for that year. Yeah, so then we have Boston and the Pacers. It's tough, but without Oladipo, Boston seems like the young core look like they're getting back into their stride. Kyrie is now coming along, and Kyrie said the other day on another network that he doesn't see any team beating them in 7. So, and I wholeheartedly believe in that, especially out of the East, because it's hard to just match up with those guys on a night-to-night basis. So, I definitely got Boston beating the Pacers. Going down to the 76ers versus the Nets, I have the 76ers, Brooklyn. This is a good year. This is the exact spot you all needed to be in the playoffs, especially with D'Angelo Russell at point guard. And he's coming into himself for sure. So this first round bounce, don't even look at it like that. Just another year, just keep going at it. Y'all be in the second round pretty soon. Trust me, that's one of my teams to watch out for. And finally, Toronto and Charlotte. I got Toronto getting the upper hand on Charlotte. Charlotte is, they have some young pieces, but it just seems like they're never able to just like put it together for me. So I have Toronto going up on them. Going into the semifinals, the Bucks versus Boston. This one was the hardest of them all, and I'm sorry to all the Giannis fans. I know Shaq is gonna kill me. I know everybody at Sports Chat is gonna kill me, but I have to go with the Boston Celtics for the semifinals. That's just what it is, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just hard to match up with them night to night. I know the Bucks added Mirotic and just a couple more other guys, but it just seems like I know what Boston could do in the playoffs already without Kyrie and with Kyrie. And now like this new, it almost seems like a new brotherhood that bonded, that came from Kyrie's like trade talks and stuff like that and free agency talks. It feels like a new brotherhood is bonded. So I look for them coming harder than ever in the playoffs for sure. So I have them going up on the Bucks. Then with the Sixers and the Raptors, it's another one. All my Kawhi fans, all my Toronto guys, I'm just not a believer in Kawhi night to night, especially not just off the injury. Don't get me wrong, he's a phenomenal player, all-star, all that, but I just haven't seen a lot from him this year to let me know that he could fully hold his own in the playoffs. And I feel like he's going to have to do that. Even though people say, oh, they're deep and they have Kyle Lowry and they have one of the best benches with Siakam, and like, I just feel like Kawhi is going to have to play some big-time basketball against the Sixers, and I don't know if he has it to just every night to beat them. So I have the Sixers going up on them for that. So moving on to the conference finals is what we wanted to see, y'all. The Celtics and the Sixers. I got the Celtics. I'm sorry. all my Philly family I'm sorry. I got the Celtics doing it. It's just one thing that I just like about the young guys in Boston as opposed to the young guys in Philly. I like Tatum more than Simmons. And it's going to lead me to another one of these talks. We're going to have a good Ben Simmons talk one day just about him not being able to shoot. And trust me, that's going to be a good talk, and you're going to want to hear us talk about that one day down the line, but not right now. But I have Boston getting the upper on the Sixers. It's definitely going to be tough. It's going to be a 7-game series. Even going back to Milwaukee and Boston, I feel like that's going to be like 6 or 7. Like, that's not just going to be clear cut at all. So there's definitely going to be some fight going on for sure. Then the finals, Celtics and the Warriors. You got to give it to them. I haven't seen anybody that's going to beat that 5. Not in the postseason, I don't think. I feel like if everybody remains healthy, really if only 4 of them remain healthy, maybe even only if 3 remain healthy, they still might win. So it's just that over there, it's just hard to beat those guys. We're in the middle of a dynasty, and it's cool. Like, sometimes like, you just got to ride that wave. It's pretty much when Jordan had it going. Like, people was, Jordan still winning? Yeah, he's still winning. You know what I'm saying? You got to bite that bullet for another year. But after this year, we may be free of the Warriors. We may be free of them. You never know. Money talks, you know, free agency, a lot of things can get shaken up, trades, all that. So you never know what we could see from the Warriors coming in the next season. But I definitely had them winning this championship for this season for sure. He's going to walk Curry off into the sunset. He doesn't have to win anymore at a day in his life. Clay doesn't have to win anymore in the day of his life. Durant got what he needed. Draymond, you got to put him in the Hall of Fame. What can you say about him? Kerr, they probably gonna big Kerr up to make him go out as one of the best coaches of all time. So we just in the middle of a dynasty, and we just got to live with it, guys. But that's my bracket for the year. National Sports Chat family, let me know. Upload your bracket. I'm going to drop the link down where you can create your own bracket. And I want to see these. Hit the DM, hit my personal DM, hit Shaq's DM. I just want to see it. I want to see it all. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid to some of y'all. Maybe I'm spot on correct to a lot of y'all, like I think I am. But just let me know, man. This is Micah again, checking in, checking out National Sports Chat. Follow, like, subscribe. We here. Thank you.